Okay, back everybody. There's a momentary pause, you can see, between part 1 and this part 2 of what's been the most consistently wet day thus far of the year. But don't get excited, April will be much worse than this. The wettest month of the year in the UK, and indeed of course in London, is always April. Always, without a fail. See if we can actually film it. There's so many umbrellas here, look. I realise so many people like to wear these plasticky sort of bin liner type coats because they're not even waterproof. Everyone gets soaking wet. YouTube. You can say hello? Yeah. Which country? Spain. Ah, Spanish. Yes. Okay, welcome. I'm pretty sure it doesn't rain this much in Spain, but we're not gonna see what's going on with the archway and the gatesman, folks. It's too busy. Oh look, now she's telling everybody, look, they're all gonna wave now. Thumbs up. That's it, chap. Good stuff, guys. We all know, don't we, from what we've seen before. Only about 15 million, not many.
50 million?
Yeah. I lied, guys. I haven't really got 50 million. Now this is super exciting. They're going to be on a channel with 50 million followers. One small problem. I don't have 50 million followers. And I hope I never will have. Why? Because that will be... people constantly getting in the camera. I barely can cope with the number of comments now. I have no idea what you do when you're at the stage of, I don't know, a few 100,000, a million, let alone 50 million. I guess at that point you'd have a team of people that kind of, I don't know, run it. But I never want it to reach that stage. Because one, at the moment, there is a somewhat personal touch to the channel, which I think is why it's a great channel. So I think at some point, folks, if it does grow that much, I don't know how I'm going to limit it. Because I do like to read the comments. You know this, guys, because I always raise a talking point in the following day's video. I really hope that now I'm not going to get followed everywhere because people think I'm Mr. Beast, whereas I'm more like Mr. Yeast, to be fair. Okay, back to the front. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that the wind stopped, to be honest, because I really did want a couple of umbrellas to blow up in the air. I've got to try and find a spot here because right now it's just tour guides being out and about in these conditions. Massive respect to them for doing that. They could just be lazy to stay at home, but you know what? I guess they need to eat just like the rest of us. Oh, horsey's massively side-eyeing us, look. He's like, say my name, say my name. I will, Beauty, in a minute, when I know it. I need to be in front, guys, to snap the hoof number. Obviously, the second I get it, I'm going to look stupid again because, of course, the hoof number is going to be one that's known to us. It is actually known to us, that blaze. Blaze, the blaze, the blaze. These officers are keeping like the front here. The horses are really getting a lot of attention. Oops! Horse almost knocked her out. Oops! Okay, sacrifices have arrived. It's like, get off! Look. I want John to touch my nose, not you. Horsey boss, I promise I will come over and ID you shortly, I promise, okay? Honestly, I mean it. Hand on heart, alright? Come on, be nice to the tourists. This horse is an attention seeker. Some people get so close. I was going to just bit him, hit half his face off. He's like, what do you mean, John? I wouldn't do that. You know me. It's not my temperament at all. unless you want to step over and I'll rip half your face off. Oh goodness me. Let me step back for a second, everyone. This is what we've got here at Horseguards. Look, on a rainy day, everyone is squashed into this this small, relatively small section of public highway by a convoy of red buses and a sea of umbrellas. Show where you get your sort of little group selfie without the horse, but oh, hold on. Taurus, you've got to love how hardy they are, folks, you know. Oh, just made the horse. I was like, get away from here. Bro. I still can't get, I'm not going to move, guys, until I get in the front and ID the horse. We've got young man at the other end. So I know which one we've got here. You can, guys, yeah, you can touch it.
But they may bite, yeah?
They do bite. Oh yeah, we've seen it. Yeah. This one isn't so bad, to be honest, but some of them, yeah. People have been thrown on the floor. Yeah. People have been thrown on the floor before. Yeah. It's funny. Occasionally the horses go through wearing scarves. They'll grab a scarf and people will be thrown over. So, someone's brilliant. Right, almost able to get in front and get the number. Let's see. You're scared now, aren't you? Like, I'm not going anywhere near it.
If it's working, you should leave it.
I agree, actually, it is a working animal. A lot of the tourists don't get that.
So that they're hearing dogs.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't touch a hearing dog when it's working. So I think if it's working, you should leave him.
Yeah, I do agree, but you know, most people don't, sadly.
He's got all his gear on, so he knows it's at work.
Yep, you're right. Have a good day. Right, let's see if we can grab that number. Okay. Gosh, the rain is really driving now, everybody. A second, let's balance that again. Right, there we are. I'm doing pretty good today, aren't I, guys, for a guy that has only got 2 arms and only 2 hands. On a day when really you need at least 3 of each. Oh, 1 second, beautiful horsey. I am about to ID you right now, I promise. He's been waiting patiently. He's desperate. He's like, please ID me, please. I think actually everybody, hold on. I'm in the hoof number, pretty much forget it. It's covered in little raindrops, and the problem with that is that one of the numbers is not readable. 1 second. Try one more time, a little bit closer. Nope. I think, everyone, that it's Harvester. However, this horse was here a few days ago, so I'll defer to the comments, guys. If any of you know better, drop it in the comments. Instinctively, I do. There's only one horse that's got that real difficult to read number. Plus that blaze. Did we not have exactly this problem a few days ago? Sure we did. Anyway, let's not speculate. I'll leave it to you people. Meanwhile, so we've got young man at the other end, and I'm guessing Harvester, but I wouldn't put my life on it, folks. I'm not certain enough. I know it's really windy as well. Look at this. I think actually that what happened? Something happened. Something good or bad? Again. Oh, good lord. Okay, the groups are moving on finally, everybody. So this is what I was hoping for today. Bit of space. However, the space is not going to help us because we've got one unknown. I know I've mentioned harvester, but I can't be certain. Apparently somebody was bitten at this end a little bit earlier as well. Police have gone back inside now. There are less people here, thank goodness. But it won't last, it never does. Can't find it. I think I've abandoned Rain Max. Seems somebody was nibbled at this end a little bit earlier. Friend's just trying to find it. It's super hard to be scrolling through video on the phone screen when it's wet. Anyone that just arrived in London and isn't sure about whether it's going to be soaking wet this week, I would tell you straight away, folks, it will be a wet week. So it's definitely better to grab. You'll see a lot of these people with these plastic overcoats. If you're right in the centre and it starts raining, they will rip you off. I've seen some of the little stores charging £20 for these. You can get one on Amazon for £5 delivered to your hotel the next day, or get it somewhere else. Was it her arm that got caught in the mouth? Oh my god, yet again. It's only a matter of time until somebody gets thrown on the floor in the box, you know, I think. Crazy, I mean.
It's on the arm, stuck in the arm. Down there, and then there's something.
I can see somebody making a complaint that their coat got ripped or something.
That's the one.
Oh goodness. I mean, it's not as if there's a sign on the wall that says, hey, horses make cake or buy. We're done. To be honest, I don't think something. Yesterday I was super busy. I didn't have time to be out.
Unbelievable. This is insane. Look at this front. Look at the front. See? That's the one. This is ridiculous, man. This is disgusting.
Wait. I already have a. Oh my goodness. I have the guy in the green coat. I already have a video of him. That's on the channel from a few weeks ago. It's the same guy.
This is
It's the same idiot.
Look, dancing. And then the other one on the side. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Did you post this yet?
No, later on.
Okay, I'm going to try and dig out the video. It's 100% the guy in the green coat was here about 2-3 weeks ago.
Look, it's trying to kiss the earth. Look.
Oh wow.
This is.
I'm actually glad I wasn't here yesterday, to be honest.
Look. Go.
Did the police say anything or not? Did they throw them out?
Yeah, in the last part, I have the second part. The police throw them out. They remove it.
Good.
Yeah.
Main thing is they got binned.
Because they do a lot yesterday. This is.
After it's put up in the group, I'm going to try and get a clear face picture. See if you can get a face picture as well, because I'm pretty sure he's the one I tried to talk to that ran away a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, the second part is the police came because had enough. They are doing a lot of things, so he said, "Go away now."
Unbelievable. There you have it, folks. Another example yesterday of a certain bunch of people. Yeah. See you tomorrow. A certain bunch of people being very, very disrespectful here yesterday. I wasn't out and about yesterday. fortunately or unfortunately, I guess, depending on which way you look at it. But goodness gracious me. Yep, another group got thrown out yesterday by the police. Crazy, eh? Most interesting of all, one person, the one that plays the clown every time when that group arrives, is somebody that has been in a previous video that I tried to talk to, and that pretty much ran away because he didn't want to hear it. I will dig that out. I'll probably repost that video, if not today then tomorrow, because that way we can cross compare it, and I'll link to my friend's video. That's crazy, because the only people that can actually ban somebody permanently from entering the yard are officer or NCO, a corporal of horse. The police can eject people, but the police can't impose a blanket ban. Why? Because it's a military barracks. They can throw somebody out, but they can't impose a permanent ban. That needs to be done by the military. Once the police have that, Ministry of Defence police have that in writing, that X person is banned from this facility. If they come back, the police will then act on that. And there is, although it's a small list, there is a list of people who are not permitted here at Horseguards. Extraordinary, really. I think, from memory, I've got a very clear, thinking back to that video that day, a very, very clear face picture of the moron that was in my friend's video yesterday, on a previous day when he was here misbehaving. And we're talking, folks, not as bad as the video I posted last week, we're talking worse. Okay, that's how bad we're talking. Yeah, really, really, really bad behaviour. Utterly extraordinary. This people just like it's a rubbish tip. Look, just spinning their Sports Direct umbrella on the floor. That said, I mean, there are, not in any way defending people littering the public highway, but there are no bins or other facilities to dispose of rubbish anywhere in this area. That's why government district, high security zone, there is nowhere that you can dispose of any kind of rubbish, which is problematic. Problematic because a lot of people do picnic in this area. I guess thinking about it, Trafalgar Square isn't super far, so you could bin everything at Trafalgar Square. However, a lot of people walk the other way to Parliament Square, and Parliament Square, just like Whitehall, also has no rubbish bins, to the best of my memory anyway. Same reason. Looking a lot more reasonable in here actually now. I was hoping that we'd see the gatesman move. What time is it? It's just approaching past. He's gone behind the guard shop, but I think because it's so wet this morning, there's not much point in the gatesman coming to the front and getting absolutely drenched, realistically. Back at the front. Finally able to wander around in relative peace. But, ladies and gents, it still hasn't stopped raining, would you believe? Oh, that group went forward to ask something to the officer, and the officer said, "Get back," step back and ask me from a distance. Interesting, never seen that before. I think it's because there are only 2 officers out at the moment in the yard. A bit shorter video than part 1, guys, but I'm super enthusiastic about potentially IDing the clown that my friend got yesterday. We've been asked before if there's evidence of behaviour which is repetitious to share it. Oh, camps. I know how you feel, Horsey, I really do. Every bus looked completely packed. Generally good spirits, I would say, no, folks, overall, considering how horrid it is outside. The yard on a rainy day. I'm surprised the shop's open. In fact, it normally isn't, or doesn't bother to open when it's raining. But again, we've got to have holidays in Europe, surely. Otherwise, why on earth are there so many people visiting from of school age from the continent? Very curious. We'll finish up at this end, ladies and gents. Sort of holding it one-handed with the umbrella. The young man is not fond of the rain at all. So much rubbish on the floor that people have left: coffee cups, umbrellas, rain mats. Two horses plus tourists. Now, luckily, next week is supposed to be a lot better, ladies and gents. Friday apparently is going to be relatively sunny, and it's certainly going to be dry. However, this time last week it was saying the same about Wednesday, and look what we're dealing with right now. So one never knows, alas. It couldn't realistically get much worse than this, could it? Finish today's video once I reach Trafalgar Square, but my goodness me, I'm glad to be walking, not on public transport. I don't know what the issue is, why there's so much traffic today. Bit of rain, surely not. Only way to find out. It's the way that I go anyway. I think somebody just went to take the oh no, it's blowing around, look. Broken umbrella. Pity. Again, folks, I called it as Harvester, but I don't know, so I'll defer to you guys for this one. And we will head to Trafalgar Square, where I will finish today. That was a crazy morning. For a rainy day, just wow. Sometimes that sort of horse guard ASMR is great. I would prefer that it absolutely poured down, pelted down, than this, because if you remember, on those days where we get freak rainstorms and people are not prepared, everybody heads for the arches pretty much instantly as a collective. And like it or not, that does make for great viewing. I think maybe something happened up here, there was an accident, or they closed the road, because this has been out, what, for just over an hour and a half now. And all of this time, we've had this huge amount of traffic. which doesn't seem to be lessening at all. Most odd. Best thing about being out on a rainy day is getting home in full waterproofs and standing in the bath with full waterproofs and then just hosing yourself down with a shower. Put plastic bags on my feet and then actually go and stand in the shower and do it. That gets rid of all the mud and dirt, and then boom, we're ready. Tomorrow is supposed to be much like today, and that's problematic. So I have no idea of what will happen tomorrow. That said, we shot 2 parts today, and we need to dig out that video of the other misbehaving group to match it with what happened yesterday. I very much doubt the theatre is going to be too busy today. Yuck. For those that said, why is he trying to call London City Walks if you never walk? Refer to this video. I'm going to Charing Cross Station today, guys, because I need to get the train. There's so much traffic, but the majority of the taxis are vacant. My queue. I feel better now, I'm not the only person wearing sunglasses. I've understood the point of buying an umbrella that doesn't automatically bounce back, but it blows inside out. Those reflections again, guys, the light. Remember we had this the other day when the video started. We're going to have it today when the video ends. We're actually very close. We started on the other side of Trafalgar Square, and Trafalgar Square, to be honest, is surprisingly busy for a day like today. I guess pre-booked tour groups, they'd rather take their group out than cancelling it and refunding them. Like I said, they need to eat as well, so understandable. Almost at Charing Cross, which is just up here. How many of you that don't live here would actually really like to live here when you see a day like today? Probably none of you would be my guess. And days like today, this is roughly, I would say, about 1/5 of the year is like this typically. You often won't see it in my videos because it's later in the day or I'm not out on that day. But look, people everywhere with completely wrecked umbrellas. Ah, wind, look at this. And there we have it. I could have timed it better, could I, for a 30-minute video? Pretty much spot on. Completely by accident, but hey, we just hit 30 minutes and I'm at Charing Cross. So there we go, people. I'll link to part 1, the lengthy part 1, in this part 2. You will likely be watching this video, part 2, on Thursday, i.e. tomorrow. Doubt it'll be up today. But I will be back, if not tomorrow, then on Friday, ladies and gents, as ever. Until then, bye for now.